First and foremost, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, I wouldn't be here. But just going back to Illinois last year, not being able to get that shot to fall, not really having that good, that second level. So just staying in the gym, all summer, just working on that mid range, because it's open a lot for me because a lot of people want to run me off the line. So, yeah.
Did you look for it more tonight?
Yeah, 1,000%.
Why is that? Why?
Team wanted to do ice coverage. That means the big is dropped. So, thanks to Vaughn and Tilly, just setting a good screen, getting that space. So now it's just me and the big one-on-one.
Ivan, this is maybe the most extended run we've seen from you, and you had a career-high scoring. How did the game maybe change for you in that second half where you were playing the bulk of the minutes?
Yeah, I would say just overall game, I feel like it got a little slower since I got here first, like a year from like a year ago. I feel like it got slower. I feel like I started moving a little bit better. It can still be a lot better, and it needs to be better, but I feel like game slowed down a little bit. Like I'm taking like a moments before I do something. I feel like play with more poise than I did, so I feel like that helps me a lot.
Coach Diebler's talked about needing to get more production from the bench. How have you maybe taken that on a little bit, and what does a night like tonight where you did what you did? Tayson had a career high. Like when you get contributions like you got today, how important is that?
Yeah, I feel like we always have to stay ready. You never know. Like Tilly didn't play in the second half today, so I feel like we just always have to stay ready and just be able to help the team to win, and that's all it is about right now. So figure out a way how to win and help to win.
You guys got 6 wins to start the season. It's the first time an Ohio State team's done that since 2019, but now you've got those 6 home wins. How excited are you to go play on the road, a hostile environment somewhere other than the shot?
Can't wait. We got a bad taste in our mouth from last year. Y'all know how that Pitt game ended, so we going in hungry. Keeping our foot on the gas, and we can't wait. Can't wait. Tell them why we can't wait.
We can't wait. I would say just this is something we've been working on the whole summer, even spring. Like the guys just stayed. So we've been preparing for the games like this, and I think it's a good game before the Big Ten opener. So.
Yeah, for you, Ivan, at 7 of 7 shooting, it wasn't just the volume of scoring; it was also perfect shooting night. When you're flowing in your offense, like what are you doing on the floor to get those good looks and those quality shots that you're hitting with efficiency?
Yeah, I'm trying to set the better screens as I can. Today, they were icing, so you can't really set the screen, but like try to find the open space to like get the ball or either get your teammate open. So just be in the right spot when you have to be. So.
And then it's not just the Pitt game too. This next game kind of kicks off a 5-game stretch of you guys are playing all high major opponents, the 2 Big Ten openers, obviously. Just what are you guys looking to establish about your team identity in these 5 games?
Just the same intensity. Pace, keep the same pace. That's coach. Our whole goal is just keep our same identity. Don't let nobody speed us up. Don't nobody slow us down. So, just be us. Nothing. Don't let nothing change that.
Yeah, I would say just keep the pace on the offense, like keep moving, and but play with poise in the same time. So I think that's when we do that the right way, how we practice the whole summer. I think we can be really, really good. So I would just say keep the pace on the offense, and then get stops on defense, which I feel like we got a little better since the season started. So.
Hey, John, when you're playing, you knock down 10 of 15. Is that fun? Like, what was it like out there? Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it a lot. I had a rough start a little bit in the season, but, I'm just trying to turn that corner. And, I feel like, this is the beginning for me. So, yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned the pace on offense. Did you like the pace today that you guys played?
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't bad, but it can still be much, much better. Like cuttings and stuff, we can do it even more better. So,
as a team, you guys scored on 70% of your possessions. How do you think you were able to be so efficient offensively?
I feel like just everybody on the team can score, really. So there is not like offensive liability on the team, I would say. So everybody, when he's in the right spot, he can score. So I feel like That's one of the big reasons.
I mean, I feel like just having that poise, that chemistry, we know, what the best shots are, and that's what we try to seek for. So, I mean, just having that poise, that patience, that's key.
John, you said a minute ago you felt like you had a rough start to the season. In what way?
It's a efficiency way. But I don't let, that affect me at all. I'm always going to shoot. That's what I do. And just trying to turn the corner.
You're kind of smiling at that. What's going through your head when he talks about that?
I just know he's gonna shoot. That's all. I'm not worried about his shooting confidence. So he's just gonna shoot. You always know he's gonna shoot, but he's still gonna make it. So.
And John, the 2-point shooting, like you had talked about earlier, you've really worked on that, and teams are going to run you off the line. What has been the struggle with that? Because that is like the one area where you've kind of struggled this year. What has been holding you back in that part of the game until tonight?
Really just, I would just say like Coach Deeb just, give me that, reassurance that, sometimes a player needs that I'm capable of doing that. So just him giving me that confidence going to this game, I knew it was going to be open in that area. We watched a lot of film on it, so yeah.
Were you lacking confidence in those mid-range shots? Is that what you're saying?
No, I wouldn't say lacking confidence, but it definitely wasn't my first option for sure.
Ivan, the young fan on the court asked you about Thanksgiving. What are you looking forward to you mentioned your second, I guess this would be like your second Thanksgiving here in America. Yeah. What are you looking forward to? What are you going to do for it? How do you enjoy it?
So we travel on Thursday, which is like the Thanksgiving day, but we're going to have we're going to have a dinner after practice tomorrow at Coach's house, so hoping to get some good food, man.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You have a favorite?